Oh no, I left on the first time experience. Okay, well, nope, nope, nope. Gotta turn that off. All right. Well, I wanted to have this whole bit set up before I actually started the stream, but apparently that's not happening. Turn off cadet orientation. Aeronautics and Space Society. Unfortunately, custom flags. Howdy, howdy, welcome. Good to see you again. I just had this all set up and I left cadet orientation on, so now I have to reset up my whole everything. Close enough. Okay. So, I assume we're starting in mission control. Launch a rocket. Achieve an altitude of at least 10 kilometers. Reward is 25 science. Mission brief. Oh wow, they've got so much flavor text. Okay, we're not going to read this whole thing. We're going right into building a rocket. I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. Let's see. What is our... Oh, our TWR is fine. We can add a couple more. Uh, 2.4. No parachute. Missing a heat shield. I don't think we have heat shields yet. We don't. I do have a parachute. And a decoupler. All right. This should... Yeah, 3 kilometers a second. Should be plenty. I could put fins on, but I don't think this rocket needs them. Who's going first? Not you, Jeb. Who have we got? Let's start with Valentina. Oh, they made the Mark 1 Oh no, never mind. That's a button, not a space. Okay. Cool. This should be it, I think. I think I could add more fuel, but honestly, this is plenty for what I need to do for this mission, I think. Okay, fueled up. That's all right. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see. Actually, can we do science here? Through observation? Through observation in the atmosphere. This is very loud. 1 second. Better. Let's see. This thing might even get out of the atmosphere. I should be able to grab a little more science. Yeah, this was way overbuilt for that first mission. No problem at all. Actually, can I... Through observation from low orbit, check, check, check. Can I do an EVA observation? Is that a different science? Nope, doesn't look like it. All right. That was straightforward. Does this view show... Ooh, what have we got? Through observation, low orbit. Oh, high orbit. Okay. We made it all the way up here. What is my altitude? I don't even know how to see that on this. Is that... Oh, there we go. Almost 2 kilometers. Dang. That's Earth orbit. I'm halfway to the mun. Okay, I'm gonna just fast forward this for a bit. We don't have heat shields. I may not have thought this through. This may end badly for Valentina. Maybe I should, how do I see the science view again? Run them. Apps? No. It's not that much, but we're going pretty fast. This may... I mean, straight up and straight down is not orbital velocity, at least. Oh ho ho! All right, Valentina got lucky. And we got heaps of science out of that, which is excellent. "200 kilometers isn't that much horizontally. It's a lot straight up." All right, let's speed this up. Oops. I don't know how in KSP2 to force it to do higher speed physics warp. I used to be able to in KSP1. But we're just going to have to sit here and wait for the next 3 minutes or so for this to land. Not the most exciting... I don't even think this has lights that I can turn on and off. Oh yeah, space is shockingly close. Bonk. And grab one more sample. Lots of science. How do I recover this vessel? Recover vessel. Confirm. All right. Does this tell me how much science we got? Research. No. So I should be able to go into R&D now and have 84 science. Okay. Let's get light launchers. Do we have... Where do I get heat shields? Orbital rocketry. There we go. Survivability. Heat shield. All right. And then 49 points left. And there we go. Mission control, I should be able to submit this for some more science. Gotcha. Continue. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. All right, next, out of the atmosphere. I already did this. Achieve an altitude greater than 70 kilometers for 50 more science. Cool. With the 25 I got from that, though, the Mun landing tier is expensive. I think I want this thing. And... I'm going to want docking eventually. I don't need most of this stuff right away. Probes. Also not right away. I'm going to hold on to the rest of this for now. All right. Let's build a proper orbital setup here. Parachute. Wrong parachute. This parachute? This parachute. There we go. Oh, that's the reaction wheel. That's not what I want. I want the thing in science. Science Junior. Reports created data and sample. Okay. So I want to try to recover this then. All right, so that's the return. decoupler. Fuel tanks. We don't need a ton with the Terrier here. Yeah, that should be plenty to get out of orbit. And then... I mean, let's just way overbuild this thing, because I can. Swivel. And... all right. What am I looking at here? All of you fire at once. Then those go. Then that goes. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So what's our TWR? That's not what I want. Is it this one? This one. Okay. For a sustainer, I can push that up quite a bit more. Yeah, 1.3, that's fine. And then these. Push our total TWR up to like 2.5, which is plenty. That's a little too high. That should work. I could do this with solid boosters instead of liquid boosters, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, this is basically a drop tank Atlas, so I'm gonna call it good enough. Oh, it needs a name. I don't even know. I'm so bad at naming rocket ships. It's our first orbital one. I'm just gonna call it Mercury. All right. So this should pretty much do it, I think. We have way more than enough Delta V to get to orbit. We've got like 4,000 in the launcher, and then another 1,000 or so to get out, to get back into the atmosphere. We've got the science doodah. My only concern is that the parachute might not be enough to bring back the science doodah and the capsule, but we were coming down pretty slowly before, so I think we're okay there. Crew. Who gets to be my first one in a proper orbit? I guess Jeb. We'll take Jeb. Why not? Check my staging, check my staging, check my staging. All looks good. All right. Let's do this. SAS is on. Okay. Wow. They really did fix a lot of the wobble. I am impressed. I was expecting those boosters to be all over the place without struts, and they are working great. All right. Beautiful. All those hours I've spent playing frickin' Realism Overhaul. turning into something useful at this point. This should be a beautiful orbital insertion. Came up a little bit steep, but that's okay. We should be able to push ourselves pretty quickly into an actual orbit. I'm a little worried about it, but where's our... There we go. That's an orbit. It's not a great orbit, but it's an orbit. All right, so if we go to mission control, out of the atmosphere, submit. And then, what do we got? Orbit. Apoapsis. Oh, I've already done this. If I just go back to my ship, will it complete automatically? There's a good chance it will. Yep. Perfect. All right, let's see. If I find my AP, create a maneuver plan. Oh yeah, plenty of DV to get out of orbit. We're looking at only 150. Okay. Cool. But I've got time. When does the burn start? 13 minutes. Okay. Let's go back to mission control, claim that mission. Okay. And then, okay, the next primary mission is Mun or Bust. Okay. Establish an orbit around the Mun with an apoapsis less than 2,400 kilometers and a periapsis greater than 60. Okay. Spacewalk-in EVA, I can do that. Perform an environmental survey on Kerbal. I think I can do this when I land. Land a pod in a body of water. Okay, so I should be able to do all of these secondary ones. Whoops, that was the wrong button. Tracking station, not training center. Alright, so I should be able to do an EVA. And then board. I'm just racking up all of these easy to get missions. Okay, and then these two are going to happen when I land. So I think we're ready to be done with this ship. Point to the maneuver. Warp to maneuver. One and go. That all it took? That is all it took. All right. Let's delete this maneuver. Although if we want to splash down for that mission, we should maybe pull it in a little more. There we go. Hello, Mun. We're not going to you right now, but we will soon. It's a great thumbnail, though. All right, let's align. Retrograde, please. We should be coming into the atmosphere. Oh, not for a little bit. We're still pretty high up. All right, and as we pull on through, getting closer to the atmosphere, we're going to want to... Whoops, I keep doing that in KSP2. Jettison that. Point retrograde. And we can speed up again a little bit. There we go. We are officially in physics. I wonder if this is actually aerodynamically stable in the physics model of this game. If I turn off SAS. Yeah, it's stable. All right. Beautiful re-entry. It's a little bit shallow, but we're coming in so slowly. Yeah, these are lunar rated heat shields, I think, all of them, so not a lot of risk coming in from LKO. All right. This should come in a little bit faster than the last one did. Whoops. Well, we're alive, right? Okay, yes, it'll let me recover the vessel. All right, cool. Recover vessel. Back to KSC. We should have heaps of science now. Let's see which of these missions we completed going green. Why didn't we complete buoyancy test? Was it because I physics clipped right through the surface of the ocean? It may have been because I clipped right through the surface of the ocean. Okay, back to R&D. We're gonna need the Mun landing tier. Power launchers, I don't think we need yet. We will want struts. We probably don't need RCS, just for an orbital one. Research miniaturization. Oh, the Science Junior. Do we want... We're going to want solar panels, I think. So we're going to have to go through this whole... Let's see. I may as well grab this. Long-range probes. I don't necessarily need right away. Reaction control system. What's in small payloads? Oh, payload adapters. Cargo bays. Launch clamps are nice. Trusses, construction I don't need right away. Docking I don't need right away. Payloads I'll take. All right. Let's go to the VAB. And I think the question is, do I send a person or a probe around the Mun first? Might be fun to send a probe. But let's open Mercury. So if we want to go to the Mun, we need a lot more Delta V. I don't remember the Delta V required. I can find out real quick. Let's see. Getting to... Getting to low carbon orbit is cool. None of these Delta V maps are loaded. Please work. Show me the darn image. Keep finding old links and they don't work. So in theory, to Mun, we're looking at 4,600 there, plus a few thousand back. We only need a little bit more, actually. So if I don't know, if I just do this, because this is KSP and more boosters works. Engineers report, that's wrong. Well, maybe not. Okay, can I push... It's really not these stages that need more Delta V. It's going to be the transfer stage. Oh, and I've got long tanks now as well, so I should rebuild this whole thing with long tanks. Let's just do that. Okay. So looking at this stage... This is... ...232 meters a second. That can't be right. Okay. So this should be just about enough to get... That's not even enough to get back from the Mun. Why is that Delta V so low? I don't know if I believe the engineer's report here. 534 is better. But then I'm not bringing the Science Junior with me. Do I have better engines yet? Not really. Well, at this point, I might actually... Oh, there we go. Now you say you have 2,000 Delta V. That's a more reasonable number for what this engine should be doing with this device. Where's science? Okay. Yeah. So as I thought, this should be plenty. Yeah, 900 Delta V. Perfect. This will definitely get me back from the Mun. So next we need another... Honestly, there's no reason to do 2 stages. Yeah, 2,000. Instead, I just do like one big one. What are you looking at? 2,500? $1,600. 1,800. Okay, that should be enough for round trip. Assuming I can fly it well. So now we just need to be able to get this into orbit. So that is another decoupler. Now I basically just need to get my TWR up and a little bit more delta V. So back to coupling. Radial decouplers on here. Donk. A little bit lower. Donk. Fuel tanks. Not the swivel, reliant. $6,500. Okay. This should be... Actually, it should be better if I do this, but it doesn't know that. Really? You think that's worse? I'm not sure I agree with you, game. Although maybe it is. Maybe my TWR is high enough that I can ignite this when I ditch the boosters. Oh, but I don't have maneuverability if I don't ignite that. So we're ground igniting that. And then my TWR is high enough that I can add a little more fuel, I think, to this middle stage. And honestly, probably even a little more fuel to the upper stage. Let's just do this. Let's just way overbuild the whole darn thing. Why not? Kerbal. How's our TWR? 1.7. All right, so this all goes, this goes, this goes, this gets us to the Mun and back, this goes, and we land. All right. This should basically do it. Let's add... structure, just because I know this is going to be a slightly larger rocket than the other one. It's not huge, but let's just do some... some basic strutting. All right. That should do it. That should be super, super overkill for getting to the Mun and back. Let's do it. Nice nighttime launch. Oh, look at that sunrise. If nothing else, this game is absolutely gorgeous. And booster cutoff. Let's see here. Time warp to AP. All right. We've got a little bit of extra fuel in this stage still. Probably not going to worry about it, though. Oop. Let's see. Can we do a... We want to get our Mun PE to be pretty low. Yeah, that's just barely catching. If I go to the other side, is that what I want? Yeah, that's what I want. Oops, that's a collision. We don't want that. Okay, I should be able to adjust my Mun periapsis on my way by. This looks pretty decent. All right. So this stage is going to run out, and then we'll be able to finish our insertion with our actual transfer stage, which should be a little bit cleaner. I guess I can delete the maneuver at this point. And right, I can time warp under acceleration in KSP2. All right, we have a Mun periapsis of 140 meters? Oh no, kilometers. Okay. So 300 and some odd kilometer periapsis. That's not bad at all. What's our requirements for this mission? Achieve an orbit, AP less than 2400 and a periapsis greater than 60. Okay. So I should be able to pull in to an orbit that achieves that pretty easily. I think I actually want to maybe even push out. Yeah. That'll be a little bit better. Just the higher this is, the easier it'll be to pull in the other side of the orbit once I'm in the Mun's sphere of influence, basically. That doesn't seem right. Maybe I should just wait until I'm in the Muns. Oh, or maybe the point is just too... Yeah, that doesn't seem right. I'm gonna warp until I... Can I warp to the encounter? Well, let me do that? Of course not. Time warp here. Boop. Okay. We are now... There we go. What does that get that periapsis down to? 230 kilometers. Oh, that's fine, right? I need to be between like 1800 and above 60 on the periapsis? Okay. Where is the Mun? I'm lost. I think that's Kerbin. I should really be able to see the Mun from here. There it is! All right. And we're coming in. 2, 1, go. All right. So we should achieve Mun. There we go. We're coming in. We're coming in. We're coming in. Our periapsis. 1. There we go. Mun high orbit, and then we'll come into low orbit around the other side and get a lot more science. And I believe we have plenty of fuel to get out of here. Let's head to mission control real quick and see. Yeah. There we go. That's 150 science. The next one, of course, is land on the Mun. Plant a flag within any mare on the Mun. Establish an orbit around Kerbin with an AP and PE each between 99 and 100 kilometers. All right. So, go to Apollo. Let's see. We want to get down to here. We do a maneuver at the periaps going forward till we escape the Mun. Yeah, that's going to put us in a really big orbit around Kerbin, which is not what we want. We do it over here. I'm going to recreate it, actually. Maneuver. Yeah, that should be better. And then we should actually be able to get... Whoop! See that? For a second. They're not what I want. There's definitely a spot where I should be... Whoops. Where I should be able to get into... an orbit that gets me closer to... There we go. Kerbin. Do a direct return. There we go. That works. And it's only 500 delta V. Except I want to do it on my next orbit. Cool. So let's now... We're just going to go here. Time warp around. We should be in low orbit. and be able to do science? No, we're still in high orbit. Oh. Are we always high orbit if we're above 60? Is that the issue? Do I need to do another lap with my PE even lower to count as low orbit? Darn it. Oh well. That's fine. We'll get it the next time around. We should be pretty close to being able to unlock everything we need for a nice Mun landing anyway. I could probably almost do it with this rocket if I was so inclined. All right, we can delete the node because I don't care. And we're pushing towards Kerbal. And very shortly, get that Kerbal periapsis just into the atmosphere. There we go. And that is our return flight home, with a lot of fuel left over. I'm glad I overbuilt. I used still more fuel than someone who's better at this game than me would have used. But as we swing around the Mun back towards Kerbal. All right. Separate. So we should see this now. Potentially ablate a lot more, because we're coming in a lot faster than we did just from orbit. Please don't hit me. Are we seeing any ablator usage? Barely. A little bit of glitchiness with the re-entry effects there, but not awful. All right. And we are coming in for our first return from Orbit of the Mun. Once again, I think I missed splashdown. All right, I need to someday I'll finish that mission. Research report submitted, 90 science. Oh, I have 300 science. All right, well, wrong button. R&D, there we go. So obviously we're going to grab power launchers. This gives us the skipper. It gives us kickback booster. A bunch of tanks for the skipper. And then Poodle. Yeah, this is what I want, is I want the mainsail. But to get this stuff, I think I'm gonna have to do an actual landing. So we're gonna have to work on building a lander. Ugh. All right, what can I get here? I've got 138. Is there anything worth getting? What other? Oh, they give you the nerve pretty early. So tier 3, yeah, this gives us the Rhino and the Mammoth. Here we go. This is where we get the new engines, not until tier 3. Heavy orbital operations, the Labradoodle, yeah. So this would definitely give us more, all right, let's mission control. What is the exact? It's just land. Okay, and that'll give us enough science for a bunch of stuff. I could do this one. This wouldn't be too hard if I grab some of the, it would basically pay for RCS. To give me the control to be able to do that tight of an insertion. I'd have to unlock this node, and it would basically, that mission would pay for it. Separatrons, trusses, aviation, I just don't care about. All of this stuff is for probes, which I'm kind of not really doing. Yeah, I think I gotta get a lander going, which I guess is gonna have to be based on the skipper right now. which I don't love, but that's okay. Okay. So. I mean, it doesn't say I have to, like, whoops, return home safely. I could just chuck a Staputnik at the moon and not even bother with, like, something that has to return. That might be easier, and then I can do sample returns later. But I don't really have the small engines that I would need for that. Let's do our normal sort of... Okay, so this is going to be basically the lander. And also return. This has plenty of Delta V to land and return. Parachute, check. Coupler, check. Okay. So next, we're going to need a Munner insertion stage, which is, I mean, basically the same thing. Another couple thousand Delta V. That's fine. And then... lastly, what do I need? We're going to go ahead and put on the... Where is it? Oh, I almost forgot a couple of important things. Heat shield and decoupler up here. Is it under... No. Structure. There we go. There's our adapter. Oof. Yeah, the TWR on this until we get the mainsail is not going to be great. But I should be able to grab... $1.8. 7,000 Delta V. This should be more than enough to get us where we want to go. Oh, these should be decoupled, though, because I know how to play this game. All right, and then aerodynamics, throw that on top of there. Do these have gimbal? Engine, max thrust, min thrust, engine gimbal, okay. These do not. Do any of the solid boosters have gimbal at this stage? They do not. Okay. So I do need to light the main engine at the same time. Just for... just for steering. These have good thrust. My total TWR is close to 2. That's fine. So assuming I can get myself into a reasonable orbit up to this point. Oops. This point. I mean, even that is plenty of Delta V to get to the Mun and back. Okay. So other things that I need if I'm actually going to the Mun. Landing legs. Ladders, ground. Here we go. Small landing legs. Action group. Here, add. How do I do this? Yes, here we go. Toggle. 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 Okay. So that's action group 1, all set. I'm not taking the Science Junior with me just because I'm concerned about overall mass of this thing. Oh boy, did I just wreck my action group doing that? I didn't. Wow, good job, game. And then we're gonna need ladders just down the edge. All right. And that should do it for a pretty standard Mun rocket. I'm gonna go in and just add a little bit of struttage between the engines. And again, from their tops, sort of up to here. Did I unlock? I didn't unlock the Separatrons yet. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna save this. It is nothing like the rocket that I already called Apollo, so I don't know what to call it now. Okay, so that's saved. If I go to R&D, can I grab the Separatrons? I can. Research those. Go back to the VAB. And with Separatrons researched, I should able to something like that. And those need to fire in this stage at the same time as woo. What are we looking at here? Everything is funky. You go up here. These all fire at once. Okay. And then next we need... Why do we have two of these? You separate, and that enables this engine. Okay. So at launch, we have... Cool. An empty stage. We fire our main engine and our solid boosters. Booster separation. Enable lunar transfer stage. Lander stage. Separate. And then, whoops. Click out of the window. This looks good. Burn time. 1 minute, 2 seconds. What's the burn time on these? That's the question. Doesn't say. Thrust, propellant. Okay, it uses 0.3 tons a second of solid fuel, and it has 20 tons. So that is almost exactly a minute. And this stage has, if I'm reading this right, just about a minute's worth of fuel. So I may end up needing to expand the core. You know what? I'm just going to do that now. Why not? Let's add a couple more of these. All right. Well, we're going with it. Let me put those struts back. Save it. First one to land on the moon gets to be Tim. Congratulations. All right. This should be just complete and total overkill for what we actually need to do here. But I'm okay with overkill. I'm not the world's best Oh, no! Okay, I need to see what wiggled. I wasn't paying close enough attention about what went wrong there. All right, so we're fine to start. Where do the oscillations kick in? Maybe they don't. Maybe it was just a physics bug. Because this seems stable now. And now the question is, did I get the separatrons right, and are we going to get our little Korolev cross? No, they're spinning. Oops. I have no roll control. What did I just do? Oh, I tapped the... Yeah, this rocket could get a much heavier payload into low Kerbal orbit, for sure. Let's keep pushing that AP forward just a little bit. Right now we're catching up to it faster than we're... There we go. That's working nicely. Looking nice, looking nice, looking nice. And as we swing around, 60, 70, 80, 90. All right. Cool. This thing's still got lots of delta V, which is great. Create a maneuver plan here. Why not? That's pretty close to where we want to be. Ooh. There we go. That's an encounter. That'll work. I like... Not really. And I want this to be a very high encounter because I want to be pulling myself in for a landing, basically. So, as we very, very slowly drift towards our maneuver node over the next few seconds. Get ready for our burn. One, ignition. Delete this node now. We don't really need it. We just burn until we get an intercept. Which shouldn't take too long. Yeah, because this is going to have a few hundred meters a second of delta V left when we hit the intercept. And done. Perfect. So I basically have a whole stage that I don't need. Um, I think I could do without this entire middle stage. I think this stage could land and return without any of this. But we've got it, so we're going to use it. I'm going to go ahead and just separate this here. Oop. Separate. There we go. Those are some iffy fairings, but I think we're okay. I could ditch this stage, but I'll use it for deceleration once I hit the Mun's sphere of influence, which we're going to do now. And then we're going to pull this all the way down, all the way down, all the way down until our Mun periapsis is like 15 kilometers. There we go. Yeah, and that's only burning 400. I brought so much extra Delta V. That's fine. That is fine, though. Okay. So let's align to the maneuver node. We're burning in 1 hour, 15 minutes. I'm not taking screenshots of this mission because this thing is so messed up. But let's warp to our node now. Three, one. All right. We see our thing swinging up. Woo! That was too much. What are we doing? Oh no, it wasn't too much. I confused myself. Are we? Yeah, okay. We're having an we're still leaving and then we're re-encountering. Okay. I was like, how did we already get into a collision? I didn't think I had slowed down enough for that. And it's because I hadn't. All right. We want to bring you down to like 20 kilometers. So start. Beautiful. It's Create Astral for the world I'm working on. Yeah. It's definitely a little bit funky as far as Create mod pats go, but I like what it's doing. I'm going to try something a little funky. I want to see if I can get my target point to be, yeah, up in one of the mares, because one of my missions was related to that. Yeah, cool. I'd appreciate that. If you wanna mess around with some stuff. All right, I think this is what we want. Align to the maneuver. Oh, here we go. Mun low orbit. Two, one, go. All right, let's see if this gets me my point anywhere near the mare like I wanted. Doesn't really matter which mare. But, yep, inclination going up. Good. Good, good, good. At this point, actually, I probably should just switch to pure retrograde. Bringing that across, and bonk. And then we want to come across here. Basically get above one of the mares. I'm really trying to do that landing for that mission. I'm assuming any of the dark spots count as a mare. I'm not 100% sure of that, but... All right, we're pointed retrograde. Let's go. Bringing in the landing point. I probably should have fired this a little bit sooner, but that's okay. Now, once we get to... Point straight up. Stage. Deploy the landing legs. Ooh, Mun low orbit in Amare. Awesome. I should get the objective. Let's see here. Let's try to cancel a little bit more of our horizontal velocity. It's been so long since I've done like a manual Mun landing in sort of vanilla Kerbal. There's definitely still some horizontal velocity there. I don't love. So close here. Ah, no. That was the wrong button. Oh boy. $100 meters, 90 meters. Please don't fall over. All right, we're hopping. We're hopping. We're hopping. Just a little bit hilly here. This is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. We're going to go up a little bit. We're going to... We're going to counter our horizontal speed. And then we're going to try this whole process over again. Yeah. Perfect. No problems whatsoever. Except for that problem. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh no, I bounced my engine. Well. Very Kerbal. Science reward available. All right, let's get you. Grab board. Yeah, I have no engines. Well, we're gonna have to send a rescue mission for Tim. He might be here for a little while. But if we go to mission control at least, we should be able to grab one small step, which is a lot of science. Munner's signal. Emanating from a fixed point on the Mun's surface. Find the source of the mysterious signal on the Mun. All right, and first dibs, we got that one. Thanks, science. All right, new, we have escaping Kerbin and lonely satellite. One of our satellites looks lonely. All right, so this just wants me to send a satellite up. That's easy. And then sending a probe. Probe out wouldn't be too bad as well. Ugh. All right, if we go to R&D, let's go right into tier 2 here. All right, medium orbital rockets. We're going to get the better fuel tanks. We're going to get the Poodle. I'm going to need this, I guess, for a rescue mission. And then expanded construction, enhanced electronics. Yeah, I mean, I could do this if I wanted to send like a interplanetary probe just to get some more science. This is good stuff for that. Alternatively, in stage 1, yeah, same thing. Let's get the RCS stuff. I'm gonna want that. And long-range probes and docking. All right. What's my next mission? Oh, the Munner signal. Yeah. Find the source of the mysterious signal on the Mun. This one still hasn't popped for me, even though I've landed a few times. This one would be pretty easy to do for 100 science, so let's just do it. Let's throw a X. Let's get some solar panels on it. Let's see here. Actually, maybe I want to do an octo. Yeah, I'll do the octo. And then we want... CS thrusters. Oh boy. On 4 of the sides. And we want... solar on the other 4. Rechargeable battery. And fuel tanks for monopropellant. Also, right on the top. I'm actually going to do these here. Bring the solar panels down a little bit. And then the last thing we need is a couple of antenna. So we're going to put one right on the top. And then... actually, maybe I'll do like 2 of these deployable ones. Or even 4 of them. Yeah, that'll look good when it's up there. That's not a bad looking probe, all things considered. We got plenty of battery. We've got plenty of monoprop to get it into its target orbit. So, if we go into payload... do these have built-in decouplers? Is that a thing? No, we do need to put a decoupler on. Stack decoupler. And then the bearing adapter. Whoops. All right. That's a payload. And then we will need just a real simple orbital rocket. There's nothing special going on here. I don't even think this necessarily needs to be multi-stage. Put the swivel on. And then what's our TWR here? Oh yeah, I'm at 1.7 with just a swivel. I can probably just do another fuel tank on this and call it a rocket. 1.2 TWR, 4400. I'll toss a booster on the side. It doesn't really need them, but Kerbal does better with higher TWRs than you would use in real life, so I'll throw some small boosters on just to get us off the ground. That's not right. Bonk. There we go. That should do it. All right. This should be plenty of Delta V to get to orbit. As far as that mission is concerned, needs to be a probe core, antenna, and solar panel. Okay. I have all of those things on this rocket, so I think we're good to go. Wait. And booster cutoff now. We're just gonna pretend I didn't just do that, and just try this again. And we're also going to fix my staging. There we go. Okay. Alright, I think for the time these boosters burn, it doesn't make sense to start doing our turn until they burn out. So, that is what I will do. And too far, too far, too far. This is fine. There's plenty of extra Delta V on this rocket anyway. Yeah, I still have 3,000 Delta V, so this should be fine. coming in. Oh, I guess we could do, do those fairings actually deploy? I'm not convinced they did. Oh, I was not paying attention to what I just did with my orbit. What is happening? Well, we achieved a different mission than the one I meant to do, but that's okay too. We're gonna go ahead and separate. And we're going to go ahead and extend the antenna. And I didn't put any science on this thing, but it's going interplanetary anyway. Because I was not paying attention. I wonder, if I turn RCS on, there we go. I wonder if I can bring this back down into an orbit. If I just burn all my RCS. I don't think so. I think I'm going way too fast. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I think we need to accept our the fate of this probe here. We're going to time warp to when we leave Kerbal. And there we go. There's our first probe outside of the Kerbal system. Oh, and that also counted for the satellite. Perfect. I don't even have to relaunch it. I'm gonna relaunch it because I want to try to get this one. And I think that's going to be easier with a satellite that has some RCS on it. So we're going to open ComSat. Load. Your ComSat B now. And let's launch it again. All right, let's see how close to that 100 by 100 I can get this on its initial insertion. And then hopefully I just have to tidy it up a little bit. All right. Deploy. All right. Perfect. Now let's get around to the other side. Oh no, that is the other side. I want to fine-tune my apoapsis. So I want to be at my periapsis. Hey, look at that. Beautiful. That's pretty close. It's within 600 meters, 700 meters of identical. I could make it a little more identical, I guess. They're both changing right now. Okay. Did I want radial out, radial in? That's what I want. All right. There we go. That is a communication satellite. Yay! Submit. It's another 100 science, and Lonely Satellite is another 100 science. It's eccentric. Oh, this one's a really eccentric orbit. Okay. I tried to explain that that's not how the Doppler effect works. All right, I should be able to do this again with exactly the same rocket. So let's load you up. Your comsat C now. Save, save, don't save. Wait, no, save, save. Launch. And then after this one, I probably want to try to do a more advanced MUN mission. Excuse me. I still need to rescue Tim, of course. But more importantly than that, I want to get more science equipment down onto the ground on the MUN. What did I just get a reward for? Oh. Oh, it can be very, very, very wide range of eccentricity there. Okay. Cool. But let's go back to this flight, because I do want to actually deploy the satellite and all that. Bearings deployed. Unicrons extended. And separated. Once again, we point radial in. And there we go. Another satellite. Can I get this kind of as we go around, kind of get it near sunset? Yeah, there we go. I want to get the, like, sun glinting off the edge of my... That's what I want. Perfect. Getting all my screenshots. Okay. Let's go back to R&D. I should have a few hundred more thingies I can spend. Fuel lines would be nice. That would give me proper asparagus staging, which is always good. Medium launchers. Oh, that gives me the mainsail and the bigger tanks for medium. I think this is what I need to stage my Munner rescue. So I'm going to take it. Mission control wise, yeah, there's just this Munner signal one, which is find the source of the signal. Can I see that point, like, from the tracking station? If I, like, go to Urban Munner signal, focus. Hey, it does. There's a point. Perfect. That point is pretty far from where Tim landed. I guess I could defer Tim's rescue, because I think another launch of exactly the same rocket I can use to get here pretty easily. And this gives me a chunk of science, right? Yeah, 350. Yeah, I think that's what I do. I think I launch another of the same rocket that I launched Tim on, which we already know is way overpowered for landing on the Mun. We're gonna send... Let's send Fraudus. And he's gonna go try to land at this, this site. Okay, make sure that I'm happy with my... Oh, right, that's what needed fixing on this design. Let's fix that. These ones, and then on the other side, they need to be rotated the other way. All right, so we launched. That's good. We have Separatrons now, so this should actually do a Korolev cross instead of a just spinning. Then we have our next stage and our next stages. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. All right, Fraudus. Fraudus? Whatever your name is. Let's go to the Mun. And if I did this right, then this time when I pop this... Beautiful! Look at that Korolev cross. Now let's just pitch over here. Oh, I have science to do? Oh no, I've done that already. Hopefully I'll be able to land Protoss correctly, and I'll be able to come back with that Munner surface sample. That should do good things for... for my science as well. I don't know how much it's worth, but... Come on. I don't know what I screwed up on this orbital insertion, but it is not going great. I think we're going to be okay, though. Yeah, there we go. I've pushed my AP up again. That's what mattered. All right. There we go. Let's maneuver. Okay. Looking good. Oh, whoops. I accidentally made that ahead of me. Next orbit. Or now. All right, fine. long as we're pointed the right way. And I guess we are. All right. Let's get this. All right. We'll stage here. Now is the fun part. Let's get into the Mun's SOI. Okay, so I want to be like there. So if I do this plan like here, how's that looking? Pulling the PE in. All right, that puts my periapsis basically right where I want it. No worries. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this. This is much less buggy and much more performant than it was at launch. Having the missions and the science progression makes it, you know, actually a game, not just a sandbox. So it's good. I'm having a blast. Yeah, that's pretty close. I'm gonna have to try to fine tune that, but all right. Let's time warp in here. Let's see. If I get this right, I should be able to get my periapsis pretty close around near where this point of interest is, and then I should be able to just use the lander as a hopper from there, basically. Beautiful. All right, and I think from here it's a little more manual, unfortunately. working on bringing down horizontal velocity, etc. What is my altitude right now? 3 kilometers? Did I really make my periapsis that low? I did. All right, that's actually great. Point retrograde, and let's slow way down. Point north, bring that up just a little bit. All right. This is where I assume the point of interest they're sending me to is just the Monarch. I've never actually been to the Monarch in either KSP1 or KSP2. But let's see if I can manage to do this. Do I see it on the horizon? A little sparkle right at my mouse cursor there? Quite possibly. Let's point up. We're gonna go up just a little bit. I want to have a little more space to kill my horizontal velocity as we come around here. So I'm giving myself just a touch of a vertical boost. It should be okay. Video decoding is pretty cheap these days. I think you'll manage. Retrograde. Yeah, we're moving very horizontally right now. Most of our velocity is horizontal. Can I see my target yet? There it is, 40 kilometers away. Oh, hey, crew observation from low orbit. I never got that retrieved. Of course, it's still sitting in Tim's capsule. With Tim. Yep, it's the Monarch. I give myself just a little bit of a vertical pop. Should be able to just get my target to drift lightly across. Whoops. So let's add some horizontal velocity here just to get me a little closer. Map again. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm pretty happy with that. Less than a kilometer away. Fredis can walk a kilometer. Did I manage to stay upright this time? Nope. Oh, 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 I did it again. I did it again. I did it again. Oh, God. Oh, God. Are we stable? Ish? Stable-ish? I'll take stable-ish. All right. Just the weight of the Kerbal on the outside was enough to... Well, let's find our anomaly. Do our surface sample. Yeah, most of the big create mod packs change enough that there's a lot of relearning to do from just playing with the mod sort of on its own. I lost track of where I'm going again. Experiment in progress. What did we just do? We did surface samples. Oh, crew observations. Okay, he's got to do a little dance on the mun. Why? What are the controls for EVA? Translate up down. Okay, shift and control. I don't know how close it wants me to get before it counts as complete, but there we go. We got a, what is that? A surface sample from the monument. Excellent. And I assume we can do a crew observation at the monument as well. Yep. Oh, we have so much science. Bonk. All right. And then if we, let's see, will this let me grab? Yes. Board. And let's get going. No, this way is where I want to go. Where's my ship? Where's my orbit lines? Close our gear. Let's try to get into like a reasonably stable-ish orbit. Oh, paused. Every time. Okay. Can we get above... There we go. We're in an orbit now. That's what matters. Oh. I can do an EVA here. Do that. Maybe not. All right, well, this is a stable orbit. Let's go back to mission control. Let's grab this. Wheeling and dealing is build a rover. Yep. Bad signal. Orbit a probe with a communication antenna above Minmus. Okay. Go back to the tracking station. Let's see if my orbit is back. I still don't have orbital lines. All right, let's save and load. I might have to do a full game restart here. Let's just do a quit to main menu. I really don't want to have to try to, Yeah, this is a problem. Oh, and I'm out of Delta V anyway. Because I blew it all getting into this bad orbit. All right. Well, now we have 2 Kerbals to rescue. I blew all my Delta V. I mean, he's in orbit. It is a stable orbit. It's just, it's not showing me the orbit lines, so I, like, way overshot my apoapsis, and, you know, I should have gotten into a very low Mun orbit and then kicked right back down to Kerbin, and I had the Delta V for that, but I just, like, did all the wrong things. So yeah, he's pretty stranded up here until I can get another rescue ship out. I've also got Tim down here on the surface who's stranded because he had a slightly mild unplanned disassembly due to some extraneous litho breaking. So we're gonna have to do a couple of rescues. I might be able to do it all in one mission once I can build a big enough rocket. Rendezvous with Fredus and then land to grab Tim. But yeah, that's gonna have to be a big rescue mission. For now, there's just a couple Kerbals floating around. Let's go to R&D and see what we can pick up. Oh, not as much as I'd like, because I don't have the science from them. That's really, gonna stink. Precision oh, see, this is what I really need to make landings easier, is these smaller engines, and... but I'll grab fuel lines so I can do asparagus staging. And then, in mission control, what does it want me to do? So, send a probe to Minmus. Minmus is a little bit, well, it needs less Delta V than going to the Mun, but it's at an inclined orbit, so it's a little bit funky. And then this wheelin' and dealin', yeah, that's not worth it right now. So yeah, get into orbit with an antenna. So just launch a probe to Minmus. Probably my probe launcher is fully capable of doing this mission. Let's actually... I should be able to take the ComSat launcher. And I am just going to greatly improve its capabilities with, like, this one quick hack. So we're going to take this. We're going to take this off. We're going to add a small fuel tank with a Terrier. Couple that there. Couple that there. Solid booster's gone. Medium boosters on with Reliant, of course. Medium boosters. Liquid boosters. And then a little more fuel in those. Cap. Fire everything at once, thank you. TWR is actually low. Wow. Doesn't seem right. Maybe it is. Maybe I need to go for 4 boosters instead of 2. That's fine. Oh, because my engines are launching in the wrong order. That'll do it. What about now? Well, my Delta V numbers are fixed. Yeah, that's more like it. And then if I add I don't even know where they are. Is it under fuel tanks? Yeah, fuel lines. Oh yeah, it has cars. It is a very weird mod pack. All right, there's our asparagus staged 7,000 meters per second of Delta V. This is so much more than you need to get to Minmus. Actually, let's save you in a second thing. Let's open the original ComSat. Open new merge. Oh god, that didn't do what I wanted. They're in the same place. How do I... Nope. Never mind. I was trying to get them both into the same workspace, but that's just not going to happen. Launch TWR is hilarious. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That can actually be there. This should probably be before that. Yeah. Launch. Ooh, nighttime launch. Yeah, you should be able to upload schematics. Whether they'll entirely work correctly is a different question, but... All right. That is not the best orbit I've ever looked at, but where's Minmus? Set target. Yeah, look at that. Oh, I still don't have the ability to do maneuver nodes anywhere. Wait, yes I do. I just have to get down to my actual orbit. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Create a maneuver plan. There we go. Ooh. Oh no, that's leaving. That's not what we want. Where's our Minmus intersection? Don't want a mun. There we go. Minmus periapsis. I think I probably need to do something like that to get that to be a better encounter. Yeah. Okay. That looks good. Deploy. Let's point towards our doodah. Oh, let's actually oop. Oh, that was the wrong. Oh, that's. Darn it. One stage too far. Ah, now I have to redo this probe. All right. Make sure that I'm happy with all of my staging. I'm happy with this staging. There's no reason for me to second guess it. And stage. Donk. Okay. Looking good, looking good, looking good. All right. That is an orbit. That is Mun. That is Minmus. Set target. Create maneuver. Out to where Minmus is. Just star. I mean, really, on my... Where am I? So at my descending node, I'm going to create a maneuver plan. Go up. Get up to Minmus's inclination. Where is Minmus right now? Over there. Okay. There we go. No, that's a leaving Kerbal. That's not a Minmus encounter. All right, that's a Minmus periaps. That's what matters. All right. see. We get our encounter. This is going to be very fiddly. But even if I don't quite get the encounter, I should be able to tweak it once we're in, once we're en route, as long as I get close. That is a Minmus periapsis of... Whoops. And I already lost my encounter. Let's see if we can get that back. All right, couple kilometers. That'll do. Let's get up. Well, getting up to that SOI change. Because I don't have a lot of time in the Minmus sphere of influence here. Lost my encounter again. Is that Minmus there? All right. What do I need to do to make that encounter happen? You know what? We're going to go back to here. Oh. Wait, am I in the Minmus SOI now? Woohoo. Delete you. 1 second. No, I'm not in the Minmus SOI. I'm in Kerban's SOI. But I'm so close. It, like, thinks that if I do any changes, I'm going to have an encounter. I mean that I just need to slow down a little bit. So I'm going to need to speed up a little bit to get the encounter. There we go. Okay, so I can probably just do that now then and forget this. All right, now we have a Minmus encounter again. We are in the Minmus SOI. Hopefully we have enough fuel here to slow ourselves down. Oops, too far. $83 kilometers. We can do better than that. We can do better than that. Yeah, let's get right down there. Why not? And then, yeah, let's time warp. All right, I'm officially in orbit. I need to go. Jeez, that's finicky. At this point, actually, I think what's better, we're gonna stage. I'm gonna turn off SAS because it's gonna waste my RCS fuel. No, we're gonna turn on SAS and point retrograde. Whoop, we're leaving orbit now. Yeah, the orbital velocities around Minmus are so low. There we go. Oh, I'm actually going retrograde. Whoops. Get nice up close. All right. There it is. Our first probe around Minmus. With absolutely no science on it. I should have put some science on it. But that's all right. I bet I could land this thing on Minmus if I wanted to. Bad signal, 400 science. Minmus Monument for 750 science. Find the source of the mysterious... I wonder if I can do this with this probe. Let's do something stupid. It's Kerbal. Comsat D13 in orbit of Minmus. I need to get here. Wherever the Minmus signal is. So if I put a thing here... Cannot create oh, it won't let me do maneuver with no... Alright. We are going to do this the old-fashioned way. So, if we're pointing prograde... I'm going to run out of monopropellant, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm in the right orbit, the right place to be able to change my inclination here. I was hoping I could get myself pointed, kinda towards, yeah, I don't think we're gonna have the monoprop for it. Unfortunately. Yeah, that's the end of my fuel. Darn. Well, a better probe than this one, with some science equipment on it, will definitely be able to land there. And I have more than enough rocket capacity at this point in the campaign. So that's pretty good. And for now, this will, I think it can operate as a communications relay, so that's good too. But it is officially out of monoprop. All right. Well, it's way past my lunchtime. We've got about 3.5 hours into this stream. I'm going to probably take a break and possibly call it a day entirely. Probably call it a day entirely. I got some other stuff I need to do today. Thanks everybody who tuned in. Big stretch, sorry. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I will definitely be doing more Kerbal over the next few weeks. I'm really enjoying the game in its current state, actually. The Minecraft Create Astral and Factorio Panadons playthroughs are definitely also going to continue. So check those out. If you haven't, the VODs are on here on Twitch and also on my YouTube channel, which is linked below. Also linked below is my Discord, where you can chat about this, Factorio, or Minecraft. I still need to make a channel for Kerbal, but it will be there shortly. If you're watching this on YouTube, links to watch me live on Twitch and to the Discord are in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.